eBA is a transactional content management platform. It comprises several important modules, including workflow and document management, record management, capture, and dashboard. eBA gives you the ability to streamline and automate business process. In this demo, we will see how does it work, and also we will learn how we can use different eBA modules and options in a solution for your need. Invoice automation solution includes many useful modules and options to automate invoice processes. And with this integrated process, you can handle large volumes of invoices easily and minimize invoice processing time. Let's see what's it for these modules and options. MIS means Mail Integration Server, and with this feature, we can get invoice documents via email and save in eBA server automatically. And also we have capture module in this process. It is to digitalize the invoice documents by getting from them the folder that is fed by MIS. After digitalize operation, we can capture and we can start workflow processes automatically. Workflow management system is used to validate invoice fields from SAP and reflect the application processes across the business unit. For example, accounting and purchase owner, we can route this process with different departments according to the need. And these departments can review the data and can get some approvals to save the invoice data in SAP. We will use screen interface for end users, and the end users can see the manual and automatic verification and can review all match details and all invoice informations in the screen. And also they can attach some documents to the process, and the other departments can review these attachments that added from the different departments. Also, we have access control. We have advanced security mechanism in the platform, so we can manage the different authorization levels for the process. We can give some view or edit or download or review authorities to the different departments. And also we have SAP connectivity in this invoice automation scenario. We can gather related data that is necessary for validation. Also at the end of the process, these data will be pushed to the SAP with the invoice document link. And finally, we have content repository module. We are using it to save documents in the document management system as a digital library. Also, SAP can use this digital library as its own content repository. And what does it mean? When a document is attached to the SAP record, it can save in the eBA document management system. It can be saved. We have a feature like this. Also, invoice document link that is attached on the eBA workflow can be reviewed on SAP screen. Let's start an invoice automation process and see all details of this scenario. As I said, I will start with MIS integration, and I will send some invoice documents to the system like a vendor, and I will use an email account to send these invoice documents. And we created a demo email account. You can use your email account for this process in your production environment. So I will attach some invoice documents from the local system. I have two different scenarios for this process. One of them is matched and one of them is unmatched scenario. Matched means all fields are correct and all fields will be validated from SAP, and the other one has some unmatched fields, and they will not be validated from SAP PO. So the second one will be sent to the accounting user review. and the match one will be routed to the SAP directly, because there is no need to touch that invoice document because all fields are matched. I'll send these invoices to the system, and system will save these documents to the server side automatically. And we need to start the capture operation after this step. And I will show the capture interface to you. Actually, there is no need to use this interface always. We can schedule it, and system can catch these invoice files from the server library, and can start the capturing, digitalizing operation automatically. The invoices that I sent to the email account is saved here. As you see, we have two new invoice documents here, and we will capture them. Let's start the capture operation. Just I want to show you the interface of capture, and I will use just two of them. I'll use the last invoice documents to digitalize operation. Yes, we can see the invoice documents that are captured, and all fields are digitalized from the system. As you see, one of them has an empty field like vendor name, so it will routed to the accounting user. Just we need to complete job with this button, and then we will save these documents to the document management system with the archive button, and then the process will be started automatically after this click. If you have any different kind of vendor invoice, you just need to upload that invoice template to the system, and you can upload that template to the system with this configuration tab, and you can configure the rules, validation rules, or index templates or archiving profiles here, and you can use that templates for that process also. Now the invoice processes are started automatically. Let's see that process in the web interface. In this scenario, the unmatched invoice process will be routed to the accounting user, and Nicole is accounting user, and we will review this process with this user, and this is the end user interface of eBA, and the users can customize the dashboard in the screen, and they can review the processes easily with approvals menu, and also they can enter this waiting processes from the workflow management tab. They can enter this process from here, and there is a process that is waiting for Nicole user action. We need to enter the detail of the process, and we can see the details, all data and document details in the screen. As you see, we have an unmatched fields like supplier code, and but all other details we can see in the screen. For example, the buyer name and the PO number, PO date, invoice number, and all header details. Also items details we have in the screen, and We can review the invoice attachment. We can captured invoice document with this link. And also we have validation message, the match details here. And we can review the details of the message with the status icons. And as you see, the match status is not okay, so we need to choose the correct supplier. We can understand it with this message. We need to choose correct supplier, and we can learn which one is correct supplier from this pick list. We are getting this data from SAP because we have a purchase order number, so we can get the correct supplier from SAP, and the purchase the accounting user can choose it from this pick list. So all fields are matched now after this vendor correction. And we need to choose also purchase owner for the next step, and accounting user can understand which user is the purchase owner. Accounting user can review the details of items. As you see, we have laptop and PDAs items in the invoice, so the Nicole can decide the correct department is IT department, so she will choose an IT user from the organization data. As you see, there's an IT guy here in the head office IT department. So I will change it. And we will send this process to the purchase owner approval. In this scenario, also we define the approval limits for the users. It means if the approval limit is not enough for this process, for example, our invoice amount is $360,079, but the minimum limit is just 1,000, so it's not enough. After minimum approval, we will send this process to the manager of Manimaran automatically. Let's approve this process with Manimaran IT user, and let's see the next step. I will log out from the system and I will enter it with an admin user. And I can change user in the admin account. We have a login as mechanism, and we can change user, and we can get some actions on behalf of the other users. So I will change user it Manimaran. Now the current user is Manimaran, and I will get the necessary actions on behalf of him. As you see, the Manimaran has one waiting approval in the system, and he can review the details of invoice. Like accounting user, and also he can add a comment to this process. For example, after the reviewing, he can say it's And the other department users can review these comments after the end of the process, and he can approve it. But as I said, the many variant limit is not enough. So the next step is the manager approval. David is the manager of many variants, and you can see after purchase owner approval, the process went to the manager approval. So we will change the user with David. And David's limit, approval limit is enough for this amount. So this is the last step of this process. And after the David's approval, the invoice data and link will push to the SAP system directly. Yes, as you see, the workflow status is approved now, and we can review this data in the SAP screen with this document number. This document number and financial year is coming from the SAP site, and this validation message can be reviewed here automatically. So we can review this data in SAP with this document number. Let's see it from the SAP interface. Yes, these all fields are pushed here from the eBA workflow management system. You can see all details of invoice here, vendor informations, item details, also the purchase amount, invoice date, and other details you can see. And also we can review the attachments here, and as you remember, we have an invoice document in the eBA process, and we can review it in the eBA interface. Also, we can review this attachment from the SAP interface, because we used content repository integration in this scenario. So the SAP users can review the invoice document here easily. The content repository mechanism provides us this feature. As I said, the other matched process is pushed to the SAP also. We can review all invoice processes with an archive, with an eBA archive. I will show you the all invoice process with the archive. We can create this archive easily. Yes. We can create a document and process archive with the eBA integration manager. You just need to create some queries, and you can do it drag and drop mechanism, and you can create these reports easily with the eBA integration manager. So we can review all invoice details from here, and also we can review the flow details, in this screen by clicking the details. We can review flow history and we can see the document also. We can review the comments about this process, and we can give the authorization access to the related users in the organization. Let's see the benefits of this process. The main goal of eBA is to streamlining invoice processes with the mail integration server, capture SAP integration, workflow and document management, and content repository modules. All these features are combined in this process, and it provides you efficiency and cost reduction. And also, we can ensure the data document collection, validation, and movement efficiently. As you see in a single screen, you can review all data and documents. We can digitalize all these fields automatically, and we can review it in a single screen. Also, we can review all validation results here, and we can send this data to SAP, and we can get validation message from SAP in the same screen. Also, we can reduce invoice processing cycle times with this process. We can increase company productivity by speeding up this process, and we can maybe we can solve the problems about the process by reviewing these details of invoice processes. And we can create, maintain role-based processes with eBA platform. Also, we can avoid business delays and improve vendor relationships with this invoice automation. And we can increase process performance and save costs, because whole steps will be automatically, just you need to route unmatched invoices to the related departments. The matched ones will be pushed to the SAP directly, so there is no need to touch them, and you will avoid business delays and you will improve your processes with this solution. I hope this video has provided to you an overview of eBA and the invoice automation process, and it helps you to see what eBA can do for your organization.